if Lord Blagojevich, he took a bribe, as I keep telling my friends in the US, what surprises me is not that he asked for a bribe or for contribution for his campaign for nominating a senator in place of Barack Obama in Illinois State. That's not unexpected among some people. What surprises me is that he asked for a paltry sum of $100,000. Is that right, Agarwal sir? $150,000 of the total, right? No self-respecting Indian politician would be content with $100,000. It's a ridiculous sum even by Indian standards. Because an MLA in Andhra Pradesh or Tamil Nadu is spending 50 million rupees just to become a state-level legislator, not a mighty United States senator. Just one among the 100 in the greatest legislative chamber of the greatest country on earth. And for that, this fellow is asking for $100,000. Even converting into rupees is peanuts. But the important thing is they built an institutional framework in which Blagojevich could be sacked from office, his political future is buried, and almost certainly he will go to jail. And though he belonged to the ruling Democratic Party, which controls both the executive branch and both the legislative houses of the United States Congress, the FBI was never interfered with. Nobody dared to tell FBI not to do anything about it. That's an institutional issue. And was it always the case? No. 60, 70 years ago, every American politician interfered with crime investigation in this country. There are umpteen number of films in which the sheriff and the city mayor together fleeced the people in some cases. They made people helpless. It didn't happen overnight. It took time. It took guts and gore. In Britain, in 1924, Ramsay MacDonald was the Prime Minister. It was a stable government. And the government asked the police to drop charges against a fellow called Campbell. In just one case, they interfered with crime investigation. And the government fell as a consequence. The House of Commons had to be dissolved. New elections were held. After that, in the past, how many years now? 86 years. There is not a single occasion in which, in Britain, a government minister or a member of parliament ever telephoned to a police station and interfered in crime investigation. But it happened earlier. This is institution building. That's what we need in India. There's no point lamenting that there's a lot of corruption. Indian people, I guarantee you, are no more corrupt than other people. In fact, if anything, Indian people have a very high level of integrity even without a watch. I mean, see the number of people who speed in the United States, all of the laws are implemented in this country. But speeding, there's not one among you who has not exceeded the speed limit, if you think you can get away with that. That's human nature. We are not any more moral here than elsewhere. It's just that you have institutions which don't allow you to spread. When Reader Digest conducted experiments, they conducted at least 2 experiments across the world. It was one of the most remarkable experiments. On one occasion, they put some money in envelopes and asked people to return it. They left some small slips giving some addresses. Another occasion, they left mobile telephones. Again, they tried to see whether the people who found the telephones tried to find the owner or not. In India, the highest number in the world, 85% people tried to locate the owner and return the telephones or the money away. So if we think of morality as an issue, you're completely barking at the wrong tree. It is institutions that we have to build. Other countries built them, therefore changed behavior. In India, we have not yet built them adequately. And that's what's required, systematically. With persistence, with optimism, with clarity, understanding the levers of change. All we are seeking are 5 changes. Give power to the people. Look at the United States. The local community, wherever you live, whichever by the city or county, the local community is all powerful. Most of the issues that matter to you on a day-to-day basis, they're dealt with only at the local level. I'm sure Agarwal Saab, in dealing with his business, for his community work, he might have met the governor or somebody else, but with business, I don't think we never had to go beyond the city hall, no matter how big your business is. It is the city government or local government that matters for 99% of the issues. Naveen Bakshi was telling me in Bay Area, in fact he was telling the audience in Bay Area, that he never once in 40 plus years had to meet anybody at the state government level. He only had to deal with the local government level. Even there, he never met a mayor except on one occasion for something else. Otherwise, he just had to deal with the town hall. That's how this country was founded. The local governments were the ones how the government was organized initially. Then came the states. Then the states came together as a necessity. Somewhat reluctantly they came together. Please remember, 1776, 1788, 1789, there was no great desire for federalism. It was with great reluctance they had done it. And only in the Civil War, under Abraham Lincoln's leadership, did America became what it is today, a strong federal government and a truly united nation. So it's the local government that's the heart of it. That's what we need in India, a strong local government. Give power to the people, make it accountable, hold a big stake. But let the people commit mistakes, let them organize their own resources. They'll figure out a way. There was something about the work I am supposed to have done. I didn't do anything. I allowed the people to do their work. I didn't interfere. If 200,000 acres of irrigation was done in just one district, in just 2 years, the highest ever such small irrigation, which had long-term, profound consequences to the economy of a whole district, it's because as administration, I made sure that the people's liberties were not interfered with. I removed the hurdles. I didn't do anything on my own. I just let them do their own things. I gave them an opportunity, that's all. What we're doing every day in India is exact opposite. We are stifling initiative. We're destroying our people's energies. We're making government the my-god. The second thing is education, healthcare, and skills. You cannot eliminate poverty by free rice, by free power, by free color television, and by all kinds of freebies. No, that's absurd. Yes, on a short-term basis, when people are in distress, you have to give them lend them a helping hand. But that can't be a state policy to eliminate poverty. That's absurd. You cannot dig a pit to fill a pit. That's not the answer. You have to empower them, make them wealth creators. That means education, healthcare, skills. It doesn't require genius to understand this. We messed up until now. In this country, on healthcare, there was such a massive debate to bring about some improvement, not even a great improvement really, in my opinion. But 1 year's massive debate. Where is the debate in India in healthcare? Does BJP or Congress or any other party have really a healthcare policy or education policy? Seriously? Apart from some tones of paper, everybody wants education for everybody. Of course, that's a nice wish list. But do you have any kind of depth and understanding? How could you know the politics of the country without understanding education and healthcare? Without giving access to that? That's what we're asking in the country. Nothing big, something simple, practical, achievable. If in America it costs trillions of dollars, in India we can bring about phenomenal changes at a nominal cost. That's our good fortune. The costs are still under control. If the Indian government spends annually about $5 to $6 billion extra, just that much, and it's not at all a big amount for India, believe me. It's just about 5-6 days public expenditure in India, that's all, at the current level. But if they spends that money wisely, we can give decent coverage of healthcare to every single Indian with profound consequences.